Okay, well, what's up, folks? Let's see. I'm not a professional filmmaker, but I've put up a few videos now of this tank, and my cousin wanted me to put up another video because lucky him, he got a new tank a couple days ago, and he's all fired up now again. Now he's up on me by two tanks, which gets me a little depressed, but what are you gonna do? I mean, we all got bills, right? I mean, if it was up to me, I'd have like 30 tanks in here, and that's all I would do. And if I was smart, I would sell plants and do everything else, like Dustin and Aquatic Jungles, which by the way is awesome. Dustin, if you ever watch any of my videos, man, keep hooking it up, dude. I appreciate, just listening to your knowledge, what you know. I take it for what it is and do with it what I will. So, just keep it up, man. And you kind of inspired me to put my tank on YouTube, along with my cousin, who's been bugging me to put this video on. So, here we go. There's some phoenix moss there that I'm trying to get to grow down this log, and I kind of had it shoved in these holes and stuff, but the fish were picking it out of there, actually. For some reason, they just liked it, messing with it. So I had to rubber band it. And I shoved a little piece down in that hole, and they seemed to kind of left it alone. But, we'll see. I wanted to put it on the top and get as much light as possible. So, hopefully I can get it go down the slog. But for some reason, my lights are acting weird. I think one of my bulbs has gone to poop. So I'm going to have to replace a bulb, I think. And then plus I got one of those poop Color Max bulbs on there. Let's just say it. They're pure garbage. Color Max bulbs, I guess they serve a purpose. If you got a bunch of fake crap in your tank and plastic plants and, a bunch of garbage. But we don't. So I need to get a better light going on in here. And then, there's that wisteria that I planted way in the back. It's, it's kind of back up in that area. It's actually in the back of the tank, behind the log. And I trimmed it off of this one, about 6 plants there, and they were like all up in this area here. And I actually think what was happening is that they were baking, because the light, it makes a lot of heat, and I need to get a fan up there to blow some of the heat off. And I think they were kind of baking a little bit, to be honest with you. So, anyway, I trimmed them down, and, we'll see what happens here. I might even trim them down some more. Screw it. That stuff, it violently grows anyway. So no matter what you do with it, I think it's going to grow back. Kind of like a bad hairstylist, which is basically what I am with this thing. I just, kind of experiment, hack, and go. Maybe it's because it's right by the heater. That might not help either. I don't know. Shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss there. But anyway, there's some Lewigia. It's doing fair. There's that sage grass, which I have pretty good luck with. My cousin is trying to grow some dwarf sage in his tank, and he's not having as easy of a time. But like that's new clump growth. That's new growth. And then those little 2 sprites right there are new growth. And those have only been in there about a month, and I'm already seeing pretty good new growth. And, I should trim them, but they look neat. And then we got, there's that Anubias that I'm trying to grow around that rock a little bit. I got the roots underneath there, and it's actually doing good. It was pure small when I got it. It was about the size of a quarter, believe it or not. Only a couple little leaves, and it's taken it a while, but it's kind of starting to grow a little bit, which is impressive to me, because it was just a little puny thing when I got it. And I got a bunch of crypts here, another crypts plant back there. I got some more crypts back there, but they kind of, see right there, the long, smaller stuff. That's crypts back in there as well. So there's the bushy nose pleco right there, jonesing for food as usual. He's like my dog. He's the dog of the tank. Always begging, looking for scraps. So, yeah. And then there's that red Lewiggia, which I really need to move before it gets too established because it's kind of in a garbage area. Either that or pull that stupid Bulgari. I don't know if you can see how many holes are in those leaves. But there's a lot, man. And they're all faded out and real translucent looking. I don't know what the hell's going on with that plant. I don't know if it's in shock. It's been in there about 3 weeks, so who knows. But it's getting me a little down, but we're just going to wait and see how it is, you know. There's no use in me pulling it out immediately. You know, you just kind of got to wait and see how stuff goes, you know. It's just a fish tank. As long as you're not killing fish, you know, left and right, who cares? If it dies, it dies. If it grows, it grows. That's why you ought to watch people like Dustin and stuff who have got a bunch of tanks and can really do a lot of experimenting and, you know, give tips to us amateurs out here. But anyway, there you go, Jake. So there's my first video in a few weeks, and there has been a lot of growth. Those red melon sword leaves last time I videotaped were I don't know, half that size, and they're getting pretty nice. I love that sword, and you know, I'm not a huge sword guy, believe it or not, but that one is awesome, man. I love how red it is. It's just wicked. And it doesn't even get too much light, you know, for my tank. It's only got about 1.5 watts per gallon, so, and it's just, you know, it's awesome. There's those Australians right there. See how they're starting to color up, Jake? Well, if he'd turn, you'd be able to see it possibly. But there he is. He's starting to get yellow. It's definitely not a Bosemani. It is definitely an Australian rainbow or Splendida Australiana or whatever the heck they call it. So, I don't know, they're cheap and they're alright. Really, the tank's overpopulated. I need to get another tank and transfer some of these fish out so it's a happier environment for the fish. Rainbows, I hear, need a larger tank, so maybe a 55. But later on, when I get some plants, I got a 10-gallon that I just put up, just to kind of mess around with in another room, and I'll be throwing up a video of that as soon as I get it finished here. Maybe tonight. So, yeah, just you can see the growth. I'll keep you updated on that moss, everyone, because I know you'll be anxiously awaiting what that moss is doing. Don't lose any sleep over it tonight. I assure you I will let you know, so, you know, please stay tuned for that. You know, go ahead and subscribe, man. I put up videos every couple weeks. It's cool. We've added some more tanks and stuff, so, yeah. Party on.